Hello and welcome to episode 15. I'm JosephTheVoice. This is JTV Entertainment. Today we are sitting down with none other than Antispinth1s, the homie in the house. And man, we have came quite a long way in our short time of knowing each other, I must say.
Yeah.
I feel like it was just yesterday that you and Brady were chatting on Omegle, getting to know one another, or
chat roulette, but yeah.
Chat roulette. Well, nonetheless, I mean, you guys are using these odd end ways of like marketing and promoting yourselves to kind of get out there. I mean, I've even sat on calls with you while you guys have kind of just been doing your thing, and you guys even like shouted me out at times, which is really cool. So like, it's really interesting to kind of just see something that honestly we grew up seeing a lot of penises and dicks on, has actually turned into something that's a little bit better use as a marketing tool. I'm just gonna cut straight to the chase. Let's be honest. I mean, a lot of it is.
You run into a lot of that, that's for sure. But you know, I found it's a great way to network and market and just throw things out there.
Definitely, and I noticed like you start to like cue in on certain like keywords that kind of remove a little bit more of the nonsense and kind of bring a little bit more of the wholesomeness in there. And like I've even been on there times like Brady's done like beatbox and stuff. He sees a whole bunch of people like doing like some mad beatbox, and like I've actually followed some of them because they're actually pretty dope. And like even today I'm scrolling through my stuff and I actually saw one of them were like out at a competition. They actually live in another country. They're sitting there, have a competition. They're doing like all these different beatbox and things. It's pretty tremendous and amazing, like how this world has kind of just like brought everybody together over this last year in a lot of different ways. I know
you can see a lot of incredible things on there, but you can see a lot of incredibly weird things on there.
Oh yeah, I bet. I know that like for you, similar to like how I kind of have my like build up within becoming a streamer, stuff like that. We kind of went from like being a part of the world, actively having a job and being like, active member of society to kind of society kind of hit us when this, COVID happened, and we were kind of left without much to work with other than what we knew or what we had as our, as ourselves. And I know both of us kind of persevered in a lot of different ways, and I've seen you kind of come pretty far in the time that I've gotten to know you, as far as a streamer, as far as a content creator. And I know we're looking to even build in more, as content creators together on this platform right here. So I mean, it's exciting. I mean, we've already shown, if you guys did not know this, the first video was with Derek the Grizzly. The second video was with your favorite Canadian, and now the third video is with Antispinth1s. And guess what, guys? Guess what? That's because we're all going to be working together soon. We're going to be doing some awesome, amazing content right here on YouTube for you guys, and it's just going to be super awesome. And I am going to say I'm a little sorry about the fact that this video isn't live recorded. I know you guys love sitting in there, chatting with us, being a part of it, but in order for us to kind of move forward and keep on putting out good quality content on a much more regular basis, you guys got to understand, for us to do that, we're going to have to start pre-recording things and putting it out kind of as we have the time, because I'm only getting busier. If you guys want to have all this fun, you guys want to have all these giveaways, you guys want to be a part of all this, and I blame you guys. You guys motivate me. You guys push me. I show up to stream, and you guys are gifting subs. You guys are gifting bits. You guys are just gifting love. You guys are sharing love with one another. I show up in my Discord. Like, I'll see you guys always in my Discord chatting, hanging out. Like, you became a huge part of my Discord. I mean, like, we're sitting there. I got you back on, I won't say I. JTV Entertainment Group, us as a family, got you back on Rocket League, and it's amazing. It's amazing. And like, you're like, oh, I'm not that good. I'm not going to get that far. But guys, this guy has came a long way, I tell you. He's peaking. He's getting there. He's getting there. And
you're peaking out here, boys.
And I'm telling you, if you guys weren't a part of the stream where I, quote unquote, peaked my hardest, you guys missed out hardcore, because this man right over here, good old Antispinth1s, as well as JCap, showed up. They were showing mad love that day. Jordy was just going cracked. Yeah, Jordy was just going cracked in chat. And he was like, you're peaking. You're just good. You need to get better. Or whatever he was saying. He's cracked in himself. So, guys, I'm telling you right now, if you guys haven't had a chance to go check out Antispinth1s, I know, drop your links down. Tell people where they can find you.
On Twitch, Antispinth1s, ANTISPINTH1S, and that's across the board. I have an Instagram and a Twitter. I don't really use either of them, but I have them. YouTube will be coming soon. We'll be we'll be working on some things. But yeah, overall, it's just Antispinth1s everywhere. Twitch is my main, so come get me on there.
Nice, nice. Yeah, and like for me, talking about like some of the ways that you have kind of marketed, I know I kind of tried this last week on my stream to kind of talk a little bit for a while about kind of how I got myself out there and things like that, but I kind of wanted to touch a little bit more base on that, I think, today, and I think you're a great guy to kind of like go back and forth with, because I kind of have seen you kind of build into that atmosphere too, where we take a lot of these odd end marketing tools that people might not perceive as being like major ways of like getting yourself out there. So like you use Omegle, you use you know, whatever.
Yeah, Chat Roulette and Omegle. I mean, a lot of people just think they're joke websites, and they are, you know, at the core. It's just, you know, to get on there and do whatever. You know, there's, like we said, there's a lot of very weird things. There's a lot of very creative things and cool things. And I've utilized it. That's actually, you know, how I met this entire group was through Brady, your fave Canadian. Me and him were just both surfing Chat Roulette one night and just hanging out, you know, having a few drinks, just talking with people, because we were mid-pandemic, and so you can't go out and talk with people. Yep. I was like, you know, this is the second best way to at least just interact with humans.
Yeah.
And so we ended up meeting on there, and we talked for a good hour and a half or so, and you know, swapped all the information and stuff, and then, you know, started playing games together, and then, you know, we started streaming together, and he introduced me to, you know, the JTV Entertainment Group. And, you know, just everybody involved with those communities. And, you know, since then, like my community, you know, the little that I had before I, you know, really started streaming, you know, over the past few months, and even, you know, some of my other streamer buddies like Virus, he's been coming around,
yeah,
you know, and just intermingling all these communities, just, you know, everybody's helping each other out. Everybody's blowing each other up, and it's great. And, you know, it all started with just a random Omegle meeting, you know, or Chat Roulette. And I've used it since then many times. I can safely say I'm sitting just under 300 followers right now, and I probably have 85 or 100. And the people that come around to the stream are from things like that, Chat Roulette and Omegle, and, you know, other video games too. But
yeah, I mean, and one of the things that I want to touch base on, I know, like for me, that one of the biggest things that got me out there, and I know like one of my friends who's like, he's a pretty decent business professional. He does a lot of networking marketing. Me and him exchange a lot of like our business ideas and stuff like that. And I told him when I first started streaming, I was like, one of my major marketing tools, my guy, was, you know, initially obviously getting out there, networking with these people, but getting good enough with the streamer where I feel comfortable and confident enough where I can say, hey, do you mind if I post up in your Discord? You just ask them once. Like everybody else obviously is going to do it regardless of the fact, but I generally like to ask. You go in there and you kind of like, you make yourself known, and then you kind of like start posting in there. And like, I literally post in probably, I don't know, probably like at least 40 Discords when I go live. Yeah, bro, I'm not joking.
That's a lot.
It is a lot, but like, I've noticed
good tool, though.
On days where like I'm like, you know what, I'm only gonna post to a few. I'm gonna test this out a little bit. I didn't get as many people watching me that day. But then like, and then I noticed like the very next day that I streamed, I had posted in all the Discords again, and somebody had shown up from one of the other Discords that I hadn't posted in a while, actually. I was like, hey, where'd you come from? Like, oh, I came over from Keys. And I was like, really? I was like, that's interesting, because I hadn't posted in hers in a couple, you know, sometimes you'll take a break off of somebody's for a while. You might just, you don't want to always be actively just posting on one. Sometimes you feel like you're the only thread in one. I mean, I swear in some Discords, I feel like I'm the only person posting half the time, and I feel bad. But then I remember, like, I enjoy entertaining people. If you don't want me to be there, just remove me. Like, tell me I can't post. Like, if they really didn't want me to do that, they would tell me not to. And there's only been one time ever. And it wasn't the person it wasn't even the person's Discord. It was the people in the Discord, because it was an NFL player that I work for. And I was actually posting in his Discord, and he's got a lot of younger like trolls in his community, man. They're kind of harsh at times. And like, you know me, I don't deal with that nonsense. Like, I'm a pretty no-nonsense kind of person, so I'm not going to deal with their shit. But if they're going to sit there and keep crying about it, I'm going to remove myself from that situation and make it where I'm alleviated from the stress that is concerning everyone else. So, like, I just don't post in his Discord anymore. It is what it is. Like, okay, whatever. That's 49 Discords now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying, like, I still get the love in many, many other ways. I mean, and even like you've told me in many ways, like, you know, I feel special when I get to show up to people's Discords or streams in particular, and I got that little like diamond or VIP, you know, right next to my name. Like it makes me feel good because I feel like I've made my mark on that person. Like, and then even people tell me like, Joe, you just give out VIP so weird. Like, if you want a VIP, help me get partner. Help me get partner.
I mean, and,
you know,
and the thing
like,
is like VIP, like it doesn't mean it's a VIP to the chat. It means that person, it's a very important person to the streamer. Because at the end of the day, I mean, I'm sorry, chat. You guys are probably going to disagree with this, but it is the streamer's chat. You know, everything that happens on those channels is a direct result of the streamer allowing something.
And we're limited. And we're limited to how many VIPs we can give out and stuff like that. So it's like I said, if I wanted to give you, if I could give you all VIP if I could. I'll give every single one of you VIP. But guess what? In order to do that, in order to have that many options of VIP, I got to become a partner. And like I'm aiming for it, I'm pushing for it. Like we're gonna push harder. Like the fact is, I feel very confident. Like I wasn't thinking about this, but now I am thinking about this because of you, like people like you, Anti, that make it possible. Like I got this beautiful Yeti mic, right? Like it's a nice mic. Like let me see if I'll even pull it up real quick. We'll move it into cam view real quick. Beautiful, you know, it's nothing's wrong with it. It does the job that I need it to. But if I want to do more, if Joseph the Voice wants to be Joseph the Voice, you guys want to hear Joseph the Voice, you guys want to hear me sing, you guys want to hear me kind of be myself more, guess what? Probably gonna go get an XLR Go. Probably gonna go get me some, you know, XLR cords. Probably gonna go get me a nice SM7B if I can. Like, these are things I'm gonna start looking into because I'm a fucking audio engineer, people. I'm sorry to get on that level and swear, but I'm telling you right now, there's a big part of my life that I miss that I feel like I can't do because it's not like I don't have the time, but I do have the time. Like I'll make the time for it, but I just need the resources. And like right now I'm working on getting that all figured out. I'm working on trying to make JTV Entertainment what it is. And like I said, amazing people like you, like amazing people like, you know, Ziggy Star Crush, people like, you know, Dr. X Purple, people like, you know, Hazy Memory, these people who keep on stepping up in different ways, like Wolfie, like fucking Wolfie. I'm not going to forget Wolfie. And the reason why I'm going to say you last, Wolfie, is because you are in a fucking category of your own. You are literally in a category of your own. Like, and I'm not just trying to say, like, I'm not trying to like over bolster the man, but like what he has done for me in the time that I have known him is absolutely,
like a stream aside, like he's just a good
an amazing person. But then like, dude, like I'm sitting there and you know, I'm like, hey Wolfie, you know, I got this program going on, I want to get a Switch, I know you got a Switch, you interested in selling it? He's like, oh, I'll just give it to you. And I'm like, no. I was like, can we work out a deal, please? Like, you keep on giving me everything, can I please give you something? So like, so far I owe him my old chair now, I owe him my old mic now. It's like the thing is, the chair he's gonna have to wait. I'm gonna tell you this. The mic, I'll get him a lot quicker. But like the thing I'm getting at though is like he goes and he basically gives me the Switch for like chicken scratch worth of change because he's like, just buy me a few video games, aka let's play some more fucking games together, or hey, let's play some more games with the community. I got you, Wolfie. You could have literally just spent that money on yourself, but you're like, no, I want it to be more wholesome, where I feel more invited into the experience and stuff. And we'll play Rust together soon. I'm sorry, it irked me. I love Valheim. Get on Valheim.
There we go.
But I'm just gonna say, like, he goes and he does that, and then he follows it up with like, I'm like, oh cool, now I'm really excited because I got this Switch for a really good price. I'm like, okay, you know, I got the stimulus a little bit, I got a nice payout, like I'm gonna buy my chair, like I got some things figured out in my head, but I'm like, you know what? I mean, I'm gonna sell some of my retro video game collection, and I'm gonna buy my niece a Switch now. I'm gonna buy my niece a Switch now. So like, I get one lined up, boom, bum ass deal. Okay, whatever. I get another one lined up. Okay, the guy's not like getting back. Like it's in my cart, it's like paid, but it's not like accepted. I'm like, okay, it's been like a week now. All right, done, not happening. And then I work out a trade with somebody, right? I work out a trade with somebody for my games. And we work out it's supposed to be an even trade. I'm like, all right, here's what I have, here's what you have, let's trade. He's like, well, no, let's set it up this way. And like the way that he set it up just kind of irked me. So I was like, you're going to wait until I get my money because now you want me to wait like a week and a half for you to finally get the stuff to clear so I can finally get my money. I was like, you're going to wait and then I'll get the stuff. He's like, okay, I'll put it on hold. Then turns around and sells it right away.
Wow.
And I still don't even have my money yet. So what does Wolfie go and do? What does Wolfie go and do? Literally sitting in his Amazon right now, it's already purchased, waiting for delivery next month, is literally a switch light for my niece.
Yep.
Because he's like, dude, I'm just sick of you getting dicked around. Like, you already deal with enough stress in your life. I just want to make one less stress in your life. And like, bro, all I want to do for you, all I know, like, Anti would love to do for you, all I know anybody else would love to do for you, bro, we just want you to be a part of the family. We want you to be happy. We want you to smile. We know you're going through a lot, man, but we love you. Like, like you mean a lot to us.
Just about every day.
Pretty much, yeah. I talk to him pretty much every day. I got his phone number, like, I got his address, like, we've sent stuff back and forth to one another, like...
I can stalk you.
I can stalk... I got his IP. No, I got his social security. No, I'm just joking. But it's like...
Fingerprints, easy peasy.
He's such an amazing dude, and I really do appreciate him. And the reason why I want to kind of bring that up is because I know he means a lot to both of us. But
yeah, Wolfie's a good guy.
One of the main reasons we are here, after all, you guys already know this, we got our questions. They're the same questions we've been dealing with for a little while already, and I promise you, we will mix them up. But I feel that we'll mix them up when I feel like I get better questions. So if you guys can come up with better questions, other than the ones I have on this piece of paper, let me know. Because I've looked all over the place, and I find them here and there. If you guys got websites, you guys have ideas, let me know. But I'm telling you right now, I like these questions because I feel like they really get down to like the grid a little bit. They kind of hit you at different angles, and some of them are kind of unexpected. You're like, wait, I feel like I answered that one. But you're like, not really. I get kind of why he's asking this one versus that one because they hit you at different angles. So let me take a drink of my water real quick, and we'll get started.
I will do the same out of my reused Gatorade bottle.
Sexy Wario. I almost feel like I should have these on for the conversation. I don't know if you could take me seriously or not. Wow! I mean, you can already imagine what I'm wearing.
Yep. Yeah, due to how we're having to record, I unfortunately can't see him, but he can see me.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a bummer.
I know exactly
he can see me. He can just see a very like funny photo where I'm like, ah!
Yeah,
and it's really funny.
Screenshot of a thumbnail of one of his one of the YouTube videos, and he's going like this, and I just had it plastered where his video would be. It's great.
Yeah, awesome. Dude. So one of the things that we gotta do is like, I gotta get you like between me, you, Grizz, Brady, we all have to do like weird facial poses, all this different stuff, so I can just a whole bunch of thumbnails. And I have no problem doing our overlay, like just quick like display, like here's a thumbnail. Like I have no problem doing that stuff. That'd be so easy and quick. I just can't do an entire like overlay worth of stuff. You give me basic stuff where I just gotta like cut around and be like, oh, I just gotta zero them out. We're good. Like there's websites for that.
Yep.
All right.
There's an app for that.
Question number 1. What is your greatest fear? We're just gonna get right into it.
My greatest fear. I mean, aside from like the cliche being, dying alone, that kind of thing. My biggest fear is just, not being remembered for something. I'm just an everyday guy. I mean, there's really nothing special about me, but I'd like to be remembered for something after I'm gone. And not being able to, solidify that. That's probably my biggest fear.
Understandable. I know that something more recent in your life that kind of like, I don't know, it affected me just as much as I feel like it affected you without you realizing it, was the day that we were kind of sitting down. And I mean, I have a question about that, but I feel like they're going to be different because I feel like somebody different might be the one who impacted you, but I feel like I kind of want to touch on this basis where I know like your nephews have been, they've been the world to you.
Oh yeah.
And I know
part of my life.
You've really like been there for them in a lot of different ways. And I know on your one nephew's birthday, he actually hit you up and kind of just talked to you a little bit. And
yeah, on my birthday, yeah. The message.
Oh yeah, on your birthday, and like I can just like even like looking at you right now, I can see it on the expression on your face, just like the joy and all that, and like even for me, like being able to like chill out and like hang out, like I'm pretty sure anybody can see, like I'm already at like a 10, right? When like I'm streaming, like I'm already at a 10. But then like my niece shows up in the image, or like my nephew shows up for a little bit. Like I hit a different level of me. Like I break that barrier because like I don't know, like when I'm sitting there with my niece in front of the stream and like she's sitting there, she's just like dabbing away and she's just like being herself and all that. Like the energy that she shares and the love that she gives, and like you can't buy that, man. You can't buy that.
Yeah. No, I mean without a doubt. My nephews, they don't come on stream with me. One of them has before, kind of. I was streaming and he was just kind of hanging out on my bed. But my older nephew, he's a little bit too shy. He probably wouldn't be on camera. But my younger nephew, actually, we're gonna hopefully in the next few months we're gonna set him up so he can start streaming too.
Nice.
So I'll definitely be bringing him around and
Nice.
you know, showing him around, introducing him, and getting him going.
Get him Rocket League, right?
It's something he really wants to do. He's a Counter-Strike guy. He's trying to follow my footsteps.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Hey,
But
at the end of the day, I definitely love seeing that you're a very family invested kind of guy, just like I am.
Yeah,
it speaks volumes. It speaks volumes about people when you see how they like engage and interact with their family, and it's not just like how they interact and how they engage, but it's like how like you see them express that to others. Like,
yeah,
because like you could act all hunky dory with your family, and then behind it be like, oh, I don't really like that shit, or he's such a, like that's just what the hell. Like, but if you express that love, like oh, like. I don't know. I've just seen it where like people are like passive aggressive with their family members, and it's like,
yeah, and a lot of
that's
that.
A kid.
Mean, don't get me wrong. When I was younger, I mean, yeah, there was tons of that, and that just comes with growing older, wise, being more wise, just maturity, and it's really a certain realization that you just have to kind of go through in life. So like as you're younger, you think that a lot of these friends that you're around, they're going to be your best friend for your entire life. And
right.
Very seldom is that true. I mean, honestly, the people that your family is the ones you can always, count on. They're always there. Now, there are other extenuating circumstances with that, but for the most part, your families are going to be the ones that are there. And it's something I'm really trying to teach my nephews right now because they're 14 and almost 16. And so they're always at each other's throats. And I keep trying to let them know, like, you guys, like, at the end of the day, your brother's going to be the one that's going to be there for you.
Right.
When everybody else is up and left and left you behind in the dirt, he's going to be the one, reaching out a hand to pull you up back on your feet.
Right. Right.
And that's something, even me and my brother, I'm 32 now. He's 38. All through our childhood, we were always at each other's throats. And it really wasn't until about our mid 20s when we kind of realized, like, hey, you know what? Actually, I kind of, you're kind of my best friend. I can always count on him when I need him. He can do the same for me. And, we live about 30 minutes apart or so. We don't get to see each other all the time, but I was just out there, last week, went out and hung out for an hour or so. And then, my nephews, I was just over on Saturday hanging out with them, or Friday night, sorry. And then, I'm going back over there tomorrow. We're going to go watch the new King Kong movie.
Yeah.
Versus Godzilla.
Yeah. Godzilla. Hey. I'm excited. Me and my dad were talking about that, and he's like, he gets really excited about that stuff. So like, I get really excited about that stuff for him,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, yeah, I'm down. Let's watch that together. Like me and him have gone and watched Star Wars together. So like, I definitely understand that like excitement of like doing stuff with your family. Like, I feel a little bad at times because like obviously I'm a pretty avid gamer, streamer, and stuff like that. And like my older brother will hit me up sometimes, like, hey, come play Call of Duty with me, and like I'm not half bad at Call of Duty, bro. I'm actually pretty good at it. If more people ask me to play it, I'd probably play it. But like, I stopped playing it because at first my gear just was not up to par.
Some of that. We'll put that to the test.
Yeah,
bud.
bro, my gear was not up to par, bro. So I stopped playing for a while. I came back and I clutched us a win. I'm not even shitting you. So like, I felt pretty good about it. Like, I died a few times in the meantime. When it came down to the grits in the grind, I did what I needed to do, and we won. So like,
there you go.
The thing is like a lot of these new guns I haven't really expanded on. I haven't really touched too much basis on any of that. So like, but I definitely feel like, yeah, giving that time to family, reminding them how much you love them, reminding them how much you guys are gonna like just be there for one another as time continues.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, there's been plenty of disagreements or things that like me and my brother just, we haven't came, to par on with at times. But like, we're never gonna butt each other's heads and be like, we hate you. Like, I love my brother. I love my brothers. I have 3 brothers. I have a younger sister. Like,
at the end of the day, man, like your family helped make you who you are.
Yeah.
And, like I owe it to them just to, not only be thankful for it, but, just be around and be a part of their lives. You know, one of my biggest mottos is like the people I surround myself with. If A, they can't help me better myself, and B, they can't try to better themselves, almost day in and day out, then I don't want them in my life. And that's something I hold true with. And everybody around me, we're always trying to better each other. Something I love about the JTV group. I mean, it's constant. Like, even if we're just messing around playing Rocket League, hey, this is what you probably, you could have done something like this in that situation. It might have worked out a little better. And just giving those little tidbits.
Yeah, I mean,
we little tips and stuff like that. Like
exactly, we might mess around.
Constantly trying to better ourselves, even when we're just having fun.
Yeah. Yeah, we might mess around at times, but at the end of the day, like, we're always going to be very wholesome. We're always going to be very genuine. And, like, even when other people start stepping up or stepping on, being more toxic or... And like I always go back to... I just always go back to that Sea of Thieves stream where you're like, Joe, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this without, like, holding my composure. And, like, yep. And then Brady was going a little bit more overboard that day, which it was fine. He wasn't going too overboard, but you're like... Brady, man, like, my nephew's in my stream right now, like, yeah. And it was like, I wasn't even one to have to say it. Like, I'm a teacher, and I wasn't even one to have to say it, like, and the thing is, that's what people gotta understand. That's why I hold my, like, my stream to, like, such a, like, fine line, is, like, I gotta remember, like, if administration shows up to my stream, and they see me or hear me doing all this, like, stuff, like, they're gonna look at it a certain way. Obviously, they understand sometimes you swear, sometimes, you know, things like that, but, like, I can't make that a regular part of my life. Like, that is just it's kind of an angry stance. Like, it's just like, it's almost hypocritical for me to preach love and then just sound angry all the time. I'm just gonna say that, like, so we're gonna avoid doing that. So, all right, let's move on to question number 2. I am absolutely loving this conversation we're having today, though.
Me too, man.
What surprises people? What surprises people about you?
As in, like, if they learn it about me, or just like a first meeting kind of thing.
I think it's one of those more like it jumps out at them. Like, you're just like, people are just like, man, wow,
I mean, definitely my voice. That is the whole, if I had $1 for every time someone commented on my voice, and, you know, I literally would not have to work again. Like,
I've been there so many times. They're like, is that your real voice?
It's insane. Yeah. And then I'll hit them with you know, something like this. And then they're like, oh God, that actually is his real voice. But yeah, that's probably like the most shocking thing about me. It's very intimidating, especially like my industries that I worked in the past.
You just always sound.
I was in the garage door industry, for those of you that don't know me. But I have shown up to, you know, people's houses. I'm working on their door, and it's, you know, just, you know, some younger lady home, and I'm like, hey, I'm Shane. I'm here to fix your garage door. How you doing today? And they're like, and they're like, I don't know if I should let you in my house.
Your voice just scares me.
That believe me, I have a really nice customer service voice when I need to, but I mean, this is my normal voice, and it's shocking when I use it to a lot of people.
And I can honestly attest to that one. And then honestly, it's honestly, it doesn't even, like, it shocks me with how shocked people get, honestly, because I'm like, that's his real voice. Like, how are you so shocked that that's his real voice? Like, it sounds like a normal timbre, honestly, like, but
yeah, the amount of times I've been called corpse on Omegle and stuff, God, if I had a nickel for every time.
Yep. All right, so question number 3. I think this one's a pretty good one, especially because we've been talking a lot about, like, building up, building out, like, future, things like that. What are your plans in the next 5 years? So what's your 5-year plan?
You know, as far as like my personal life and, you know, professional life, I really don't know. I thought I found what I wanted to do for my life, which was garage doors. I'm good at it. I loved it. Work is rewarding. It pays well. But my body just can't take it anymore. So on that front, I'm kind of up in the air. You know, with the pandemic hitting, I tried to use that time to figure things out, and, you know, I tried a few different things, and, you know, so far I'm just kind of up in the air, honestly. Just gonna try to do whatever I can really to get by for a while until I can really figure that out. But as far as, like, you know, Twitch streaming and stuff, I mean, definitely want to, you know, grow my stream. I would love to make partner. I don't expect it to happen, but I would love, you know, for that opportunity. But really just try to, you know, be here and do, you know, my brand online. You know, I'm starting up the Twitter here soon. YouTube, not Twitter. And just keep grinding on Twitch, and, you know, just keep networking, keep making friends.
I mean,
just have a good time.
I guess
that's really what it boils down to.
I guess I can finally just, like, definitively say, so, like, so guys, I officially am 25 days away from hitting my 1-year mark.
Oh, wow.
For my daily dosage. I don't think I'm going to continue the daily dosage on Facebook. Not anything against it, but I think I can grab a better audience. And I think I can make it more confined and to the point, especially if I'm going to have an editor joining my team soon. And I have some great people around me who can also help me edit. We're going to be starting a TikTok. It's happening. It's happening.
That's something I've been told I need to expand into.
The kids have been asking, and I've heard a lot about the great, like we talk about odd-end marketing tools.
Yeah.
If I start, hey, I'm a streamer, come and hang out with me on twitch.tv/JosephTheVoice, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I can bring the hype. Give me a minute, I'll make myself shine, I promise you. And I like to be a goofball. You know, if I start grabbing some of those like odd-end moments where I'm just being really goofy and silly, and I got plenty of outfits. I mean, you already know that one. You've helped buy a few of them.
Yeah.
Probably the best one. But yeah, always a good time, man. And I definitely would love to see you grow. I mean, if we can definitely even get you more involved, like I said, and you already are getting more involved with JTV Entertainment, definitely everything we can do, I'm definitely down for. All right. So question number 4. All right. If you could open your own business, what would it be and why?
Bowling alley, hands down. My dream is to own a bowling alley. That's what I want my retirement to be, is just managing a bowling alley.
There we go. Sounds like a chill
I'm a
ass
huge bowler myself. I got all my balls right here next to me. I love it.
I wish I was a little better at bowling. I tried taking it up in high school, but I just never like caught on with it. But it's fun.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like, so here's what I consider a good game. I don't gutter.
Yeah, that's a great game.
It doesn't matter how many points I have. I'll take less than 100 as long as I don't gutter.
It's harder for people to get up to 100 than it is for someone who bowls 100 to get like 250. I mean, honestly, like from being a beginning bowler, it's probably wrong, but that's how I kind of see it. Just being a beginning bowler, throwing a ball like that down a lane that has gaps on the sides, like, it's not an easy thing to do. And it kind of sucks for me because a lot of my friends know that I bowl and I'm really good. And they don't want to come bowling with me because they're like, oh man, you're just gonna whip my butt.
I would love to bowl.
And I'm
with
like,
you.
dude, the fight is not between me and you.
Nope.
It is between me and 300 and you and whatever your goal is.
Yep. We're not battling each other.
I've come close to 300. I've never thrown a 300 game. I've come close.
Fun fact for you. I took my old boss for his bachelor party. We went bowling, right? He literally almost bowled a 300 that day. I was like, it was like, honestly, so a few fun facts for you. So one of my favorite like athletes of all time is Mookie Betts. I'm pretty sure you already know this.
Oh yeah, Mookie Betts. Yeah,
Mookie Betts is literally one of the greatest golfers. Not golfers. He's a golfer. He's a bowler. He's a freaking baseball player. He's a phenom of an athlete. But I love watching him bowl. He does his own
multi-million-dollar baseball athlete that can bowl better than most of the pros on the tour.
He's amazing.
The dude is incredible.
So I got a question for you. Who's your favorite? Who's your favorite?
Favorite bowler?
Yes. Mine, honestly, I've really come to absolutely love him. I love watching the Iceman.
I can't actually, because it's been a while since I watched an actual tour event because they quit doing them for a while.
I love watching Jesper Svensson.
Oh yeah, he's awesome.
He's so good.
What's his face? I can't even think of his name. Let me look up the tour guys on tour.
I could name off some names. Monty's really fucking good.
EJ Tackett is probably my
EJ Tackett's really good.
Anthony Simonson is from around here. So he's kind of like the
I personally, if I like, so hear me out. So he's also coming up at, like, that is a guy, and I'm asking you if you can get me an interview with Anthony Simonson, because that's much more likely because he's from the States. Work towards it.
I don't know him on that level.
I know what I'm saying. Here's what we do.
He does bowl at
Hear me out. It's all about networking. You say, hey, I got a friend who likes to interview, and he likes to interview different people of different stages, interview different athletes, and I'm about to. I have 3 professional athletes willing to come on, maybe even 4. I have Tri-House literally coming to my class on Thursday, and we're going to be having, more than likely, a YouTube video about Tri-House being in my class. Yeah, on Thursday. We're winging it.
Nice.
We, like, have no plans other than he's just going to show up and we're doing it. So it's like...
Nice.
And I'll tell anybody that, like, if any of you guys ever have any leads on anything, give me those leads. I want to talk to these people. I want these kids to know more about these people, how they got to where they got, why they're doing what they're doing. And a lot of them are gamers. So let's talk about their passions of gaming. That's what matters. We don't got to talk about your football career, your baseball career. We don't got to talk about none of that. Like, if Mookie Betts was on my stream, I'd be talking to him about bowling. I'd be talking to him about
fangirling in the chat.
Everything but baseball. I promise you this. And he'd be living it up. I promise you. Who can get Mookie Betts on here? Somebody hit up Mookie Betts. I'm asking now. If any of you can get me Mookie Betts, I will love you for eternity. You will be forever VIP. Everything.
Yeah, if I run into him at a tournament or something, or if I run into Simonson, I'm definitely like, hey, dude.
That'd be beautiful.
This is what I'm part of. We'd love to have you on.
That'd be beautiful.
So we'll see if I can do something.
All right. Here is another good one. So, I mean, I guess it kind of goes...
Troop is the other guy, by the way. Kyle Troop. Has the crazy hair.
So
Kyle... Mr. Pick It Out.
Kyle Troop has actually been on a tear this season. He's a very fun-loving guy. And, I mean, he's had a lot of heartache in these last few years. So, like, seeing him kind of come back and, be that leader within, the circuit the way that he has been really tremendous. And the funny thing is he actually is normally Jesper Svensson's like bowling partner.
Yeah.
Like they bowl together all the time. Like that's why I love I love it. And actually Kyle Troop, I believe I actually follow him, and one of my friends I really think could go like pro. He's been if he doesn't, his sister's going to. Listen for the name Ryan Zamanek. I'm telling you. He's pretty good, man. All right, so we're going to move on to the next question. I guess you might have answered one of these in a way. Tell me 3 things on your bucket list.
Okay,
so he was like, I want a bowling alley. So like, I'm pretty
sure. Bowling alley. That's the top tier on my bucket list, man, is owning a bowling alley. Number 2, bucket list. So I definitely want to do the Band of Brothers tour. I spent a short time in the military myself, and I've always been a fan of just different military conflicts, and especially movies are about the different things. And Band of Brothers is one that I love, and they have a tour that's based on that. They go to all the places that they went in the shows, and it's just something I've always wanted to do. So that's there cool. As well. And then let's see, number 3. Making partner on Twitch, I think would probably have to take the 3rd slot.
There we go.
It would to me kind of signify, a turn in my life where maybe I can make this, what I actually want. Maybe there is some grounding in my dream of making it there. So I think that would be definitely number 3. Good turning point.
Well, there we go. I mean, those are definitely good, wholesome things to look up to, look forward to in life, and I definitely would love to see you hit all of them. I mean,
yeah,
sounds like you'd have.
You can come on the tour with me.
Hey, that'd be fun. All right, question number 6, and this is a little bit deeper one, and everybody has their own way of kind of defining it. But what is your personal definition of success?
Ooh.
Yeah, it digs deep.
I don't know why my eye itches right now, but it really does.
He's just crying. He's crying.
No, probably I was out there when he was mowing the lawns earlier.
Allergies.
Yeah. Personal definition of success. I would say that it's not that I don't have to try anymore, it's that I don't have to question anymore. Am I doing the right thing? Is this going the right direction? Am I doing what I need to do to get myself in place? For whatever that goal may be, if it's making Twitch partner, the bowling alley thing, whatever it may be.
Just feeling comfort.
Being able to be confident in the decisions I've made, in the path that life is going. Not to say, I'm not going to put a dollar amount on anything. I'm not going to put anything material on it. It's a feeling of, am I confident in what I'm doing?
There we go.
I think that is success.
There we go. Just feeling like you kind of just have it figured out a little bit more than maybe your average person, and you're not too worried about failure because you already trust that you're going in the right direction. And I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, for like me in particular, like you say that, and I feel like I'm fringing on that line of like, where I feel like I am gaining a lot of success. I mean, I show up to my stream and I'm right there on 5K. And anybody whoever you are who keeps on trying to bot me, I'm going to get 5K my own way. I don't need your help, buddy. I don't need your help, guy. I'm going to get 5K the right way. And then we'll celebrate for it the right way. So I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. We got almost 5K there. We've been doing a bunch of giveaways. We'll be hosting a tournament for Rocket League soon. Going to bring in hopefully some top talent and have some fun there. And we're going to keep on building up this young talent around us with all these young guys, all these young gals that just want to become better, Rocket League athletes or just esport athletes or streamers or whatever it is. So, all right. Question number 7. If you retired tomorrow and wanted to start a wildly different second career, what would you do?
I think we all know the answer to that one. The bowling alley.
The bowling.
No, apart from that, it's always been a huge kind of like side passion of mine. Influenced by a couple specific people, being Graham Hancock and Randall Carlson, but geology.
There we go.
There's, not to get too much into it, but there's some periods of time where, we really don't know what happened. We have some pretty good ideas, but we really don't know. And we can tell that it was crazy, whatever it was. The Younger Dryas period, for anybody who's interested, look into it. It's fascinating. But being able to help on that mission and it kind of goes in line with what I answered earlier, being remembered for something, being able to put my name on that paper that says, hey, this is what we're pretty sure happened. And, that go down in history. I mean, sure, it's, an obscure reference somewhere, but hey, I'm remembered for something.
Right.
But I think that would be a really, really fun journey to be on. Really, really cool career path.
I mean, people are going to remember you for this interview. So, I mean, you're going to be remembered for something. All right. Question number 8. Who do you look up to the most, and what qualities do you love about that person?
That's a tough one. There's a lot of different kind of, I don't want to say a lot of different people I look up to, but there's a lot of different people that I kind of look up to for specific reasons, and specific things. But overall encompassing would be my dad. He's a great guy. I mean, my dad is my dad. We never saw eye to eye when I was growing up, never. But over the years, as I've grown and matured, I really realize what he's done for me, the sacrifices that they made. And hearing stories about when he grew up and how things were back then, and with just their hardships and troubles and financial things, and remembering back on my childhood and seeing the things that now I see in a different light, because I've been told the story behind things. I was way too young to understand them back then. But of course, I'd flip a fit, if I didn't get things my way. I was a kid. They all do it. But I've really, really come to respect and understand him a lot more as I've gotten older. And, I'll go over and hang out with him probably 2-3 times a week.
Facts.
just to go hang out. It's my pops. I love him. And he's definitely probably the person I look up to the most, though.
That's awesome. Because, even for me, my dad is a huge impact in my life. And, you talk about bowling and stuff like that. And, my dad loves bowling. He's actually the reason why I sit down and I watch bowling a lot and stuff like that. And
nice.
He'll hit me up hey, you want to sit down and watch this, most recent PBA, or you want to sit in? And I'm like, yeah, I'll sit down and I'll watch some bowling with you. So I definitely admire that. Definitely for sure.
Yeah.
All right. So the last question that we have here, and a really good one.
Dun, dun.
What's one thing that people don't know about you? It's oh God, I gotta tell them. It's all rushing back. I'm just
It's more so, what do I want people to know? I don't know. That's a hard question, because I'm pretty much an open book, man. We've talked so many times, and I think the person who probably knows the most about me would be Grizz, because we've had a few, late nights. It's just me and him getting drunk and talking. Well, I'm just getting drunk. But no, I mean, I'm an open book. There's really not much. Maybe that I was a bowler. A lot of people probably don't know that.
I mean, I didn't know that. So, and I've talked to you a bunch, and I did not know that you love bowling so much.
Oh yeah, dude. Here, I'll show you.
He's gonna show me his balls, guys. I'm excited. Woo! I can't believe it's taking me this long for him to show him.
But But yeah, I got all my balls right here.
Ooh.
It's a heavy bag. Hold on.
Don't worry, guys. There's just like pounds and pounds of balls in there.
So yeah, like here's my fever pitch. This is my favorite ball. It's my benchmark ball. It's what I base, you know, my shots off of.
So you have like
throw this down the lane, see how it reacts, and then from there I'll judge to another.
Is that reactive resin?
So this one is a urethane.
A urethane? Okay, that's what I was.
Yeah, so it's pretty much, it's gonna do the same thing no matter what's going on.
Okay.
And then I have my IQ Tour Pearl. This one is a reactive resin. Great ball. It's a good solid hook. Not too snappy, but it's one of my favorite balls, and it smells great. Storm puts scent in all their balls, and it smells amazing.
His balls smell good, guys.
Always. Oh no, I unplugged my headset. Give me just a second. What a scuffed interview because of me. There we go. And then yeah, my third one, which is my newest ball, is my Idol.
That's pretty clean.
Yeah, it's Rotogrip Idol Pearl. It is by far the hardest ball I've ever had to get a hang of. You can kind of see right here where that was another drill hole, and this one takes up some of the other one. You can kind of see the two holes right there.
Yep.
But I've had to re-drill it multiple times just to try to get it to work with me and how I bowl. And then, you know, of course, we got the fancy shoes. Got to show those off.
Gotta show off the fancy shoes.
Yeah.
Nice.
Great shoes. I got different slip pads for I got the cover on it.
Nice.
So I can walk around the alley, but I have different slip pads that I can interchange on here based on the different how the alley's acting. And there's a lot more to bowling than just grabbing a ball and throwing it.
Facts.
Let me tell you that.
Facts. And I was actually going to ask you, you're actually breaking, and I'm pretty sure at this point you probably could. Could you give people a little bit of a breakdown of the difference between like reactive resin versus a urethane ball?
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know the science behind it, but basically a urethane ball, it kind of floats on the oil. Is what it does. The oil isn't gonna affect it as much. It's more reacting to the lane itself. Because all lanes are oiled. They should be. If they're not, go bowl somewhere else, please. But yeah, reactive resins actually kind of pick up the oil. They soak it in a lot more. And based on the oil, they're going to react very, like, wildly different. So if you have, let's say, so when you play leagues, you bowl 3 games. It's normally, you know, 2-man, 3-man, 4-man teams, whatever. So after you guys have bowled a game and a half or so, the lanes are what they call broke down. So everybody's generally hitting the same kind of paths, and
yep,
the oil's just all over the place. So that's generally when you switch over to something like a urethane that's not going to be affected by oil. But reactives, as soon as they hit a dry spot, they're going to snap most every time. That's the problem with my Idol, because I'm a coast-to-coast bowler. So I throw it, you know, I stand on the left side, I throw it far to the right, and then it comes back in right into the pocket. That Idol, when I would throw it, it would go down, and as soon as it would hit what's called the break point, where the oil kind of stops, it would just snap off into the left gutter. So it's very, very, very snappy. And there's so many different types of balls and the weights inside of them, what the core looks like, and we can go on for hours about it. But there's a lot of science in bowling. It's not just getting up and throwing a ball. Definitely.
I was actually, while you were talking to people, I just pulled out my Mookie Betts bowling bobblehead that I have.
Nice.
And I had to show it to the people because, you know,
nice.
Honestly, I love it. It's something, like I said,
I wish see it, but
I'll show you afterwards. But it's definitely something that I've definitely enjoyed watching. Like I said, one of my favorite bowlers, JosephTheVoice, they call him, you know, the closer, they call him the Iceman. And he actually, they said he would have never like grow to be one of the best because he only bowled with one particular style of ball for the longest time. And he had to start learning to adapt with the other one more and being able to, because the thing is, with him in comparison to anybody else out there, his revolutions per second are off the charts. He has the highest.
He's a two-handed.
He doesn't put his thumb in there. He's two-handed, and his it's ridiculous what he gets.
He's a lefty too, though, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So he's got a lot easier of a time, unless he's going against like.
Oh, you mean Belmonte?
Like Jacob Buttriff.
He goes against Belmonte all the time.
Belmo, he's a right-handed bowler.
Oh yeah, they just bowl the same though. They bowl without the thumb. Yeah.
But he's a right-handed. So like on the left side of the lane, dude, lefties have such an advantage. Yeah. There's so few of them. And so like their oil is whatever they've done to them, and they know it.
I don't know if you watched a professional circuit recently, but that statistic is starting to change. There's becoming a lot more left-handed.
A lot more two-handers and a lot more lefties.
Yes.
But they're definitely still the minority.
Definitely. Well, hey man, I definitely appreciate you being on the show. I definitely love having you here. It's been a wonderful time chatting. I look forward to definitely hanging out some more, playing some games, and getting some more on YouTube or Twitch or whatever we're gonna put it up on. So I love you, man. Dude. Hope you have a wonderful night. Thank you, all of you out there, for being here and watching this. And hopefully we'll see you guys next time. Have a great time. Talk to you later.